Have you ever pondered over the question of how to protect yourself from a potential terrorist attack? In this turbulent world, this question has become something we must consider, albeit with a heavy heart. It's a sad truth that our world is burdened with incidents of violence, and so, we must stay prepared. This lesson comes from Pan-African Shield College, an esteemed institution that has spent years educating about the importance of safety and security. We are here today, not to instill fear, but to equip you with the knowledge and tools to potentially save lives. For starters, let's delve into the crux of the matter, the crucial role of recognizing suspicious behavior. It's crucial to understand that threats are not as pronounced as they seem in Hollywood movies. More often than not, they reveal themselves in the form of subtle signs and minor changes in your environment. Such signs could be as commonplace as a stranger who seems overly anxious, or an unattended bag lying around in a busy public area. It could even be someone showing an unusual amount of interest in strategic landmarks, critical utility systems, or substantial public gatherings. The key here is to stay alert and maintain a keen eye for details that seem out of place or unusual. It's not about living in a constant state of fear, but about taking sensible precautions and being vigilant. And remember, if something seems off or doesn't feel right, trust your instincts. You may feel hesitant, wondering if you're overreacting to a harmless situation. However, it's always better to err on the side of caution than to ignore a potential danger. If you have a nagging feeling that something is not right, do not hesitate to report your concerns to local authorities. If something doesn't feel right, remember, it's better to be safe than sorry. Report your concerns to local authorities. Next, we tackle the question of how to respond to such threats. It's important to understand that the way we respond to these situations can make a significant difference in their outcome. The first step, and arguably the most crucial one, is not to allow fear to take control of your senses. This is easier said than done, of course, as fear is a natural to danger. However, panicking can only serve to exacerbate the situation. Panic tends to cloud your judgment, making it difficult for you rationally. It can trigger a fight or flight response, which may not be the most appropriate reaction in every situation. You could end up taking actions that put you in even greater danger. It impairs your ability to make sound decisions, to think clearly and logically about what the best course of action would be. Hence, the key is to maintain a level head. Instead of succumbing to panic, your response should be to calmly alert any nearby security. This is a crucial step, as they are trained to handle such situations and can take the necessary steps to ensure everyone's safety. However, remember that your personal safety is paramount, and if you feel that it is safe to do so, you should leave the area immediately. If leaving isn't an option, perhaps due to the location of the threat or the severity of the situation, then your best course of action would be to find a safe place to hide. Look for a location that is well protected and of sight. Ideally, it should be a location from where you can still observe the situation and make a quick escape if necessary. Remember, your safety is the priority. Regardless of the situation, your well-being should always be your primary concern. It's to remain vigilant and be prepared to take the necessary steps to protect yourself in the face of danger. While these situations are undoubtedly terrifying, knowing how to respond can make all the difference. Now imagine you're in the midst of an attack. It's a chilling, blood-curdling thought, enough to send shivers down the spine, but it's crucial to understand and absorb how tactfully dealing with such a situation could significantly increase your chances of survival. A lot depends on how you react within those few moments, the decisions you make, and the actions you take. The first thing to remember is not to let panic consume you. Yes, it's a terrifying circumstance, but losing your cool will only cloud your judgment and impede your ability to act logically. The key, therefore, lies in your ability to remain calm, composed, to think with a clear mind, and then act swiftly and decisively. This is easier said than done, but remember, your survival might depend on it. The next step is to adhere to the familiar mantra of run, hide, tell. This strategy isn't an arbitrary one. It's well thought out and could potentially save lives. When caught in an attack, if you can manage it, your best bet is to run as far as you possibly can from the origin of danger, and when you do so, aim for a place of safety, somewhere with more people, well lit, and where help could potentially be on its way. However, it's equally important to recognize when running isn't an option. If the danger is too close, or if there's no safe route available, it becomes imperative to hide. Find a secure spot, away from the line of sight of the attacker, and barricade yourself in. Use whatever resources you have at hand: furniture, locks, or even your own strength. Lastly, once you're in a safe location, it's crucial to communicate with the authorities. You must inform them about the threat, its origin, and any other details that could assist in neutralizing the situation. Remember, every piece of information is vital in such circumstances. Now, take a moment to absorb all this information. Let it sink in, because once safe, you must tell the authorities about the threat. Following these steps can help you protect not only yourself but also those around you. We've learned to identify suspicious behavior, respond to threats, and act in an attack situation. Staying vigilant, calm, and prepared, we enhance our community's security. Remember, the aim isn't living in fear, but in awareness. Preparedness doesn't mean expecting the worst, but being ready. This message from Pan-African Shield College is meant to empower you. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and remember, your safety is always the priority.